What's going on, guys? Today I'm telling you a crazy ass life story about the time my parents found my bong. Now, this story takes place with one of my friends named John. Now, me and John would always find ways to do stupid shit. Like, we were those kids that always caused trouble in class. So, one day, this was like a year and a half ago, one day I called him over to my house to spend the weekend. And I didn't have any plans on doing any stupid shit, but when he comes around, usually we just think of stupid shit to do. So, he came over and we were watching videos on YouTube. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, you want to make a bong? And he kind of looked at me and, like, I knew the instant he heard the question, he was like, let's fucking do it. So, me and him, we started looking on YouTube how to make bongs. Now, I will have to say, this is pretty badass for a homemade bong, but if you guys are gonna smoke weeds, like, don't waste your time with fucking tobacco, but just, like, if you're gonna smoke weed, get, like, an actual pipe or a bong, but, like, I mean, you're gonna do what the fuck you want, so, the hell, I'm speaking to a fucking brick wall, just saying, go get glass, because I'm pretty sure 90% of you guys are under 18 and can't buy that shit. So, go ahead and make a plastic bong. Why? Why the fuck not? But, basically, we found this video, and they were all pretty simple videos on, like, how to make a bong. So we're like, fuck it, dude, let's just do what we can. Now, we looked around my room, and I found a Gatorade bottle. Not, like, the real small ones. They were, like, a good-ass Gatorade bottle. They were, like, you know what I'm talking about, the big-ass Gatorade bottles you can get from a gas station or whatever. We found one of those, and then we just made a bong out of that. We took a mechanical pencil, cut it down, stuck it in the side, put a bowl on there, and pretty much made the bong. And then I'm like, bro, look at this. I took a water bottle, and I cut the bottom off of it, put it on top of the Gatorade bottle, electric taped it around. It was like a 2-chamber bong, and this thing was badass. Like, it was like still a plastic water bottle bong, but this shit was like the Mona Lisa of bongs. Like, this was the shit, dude. And I had even used a socket for the bowl, and I thought that was fucking genius. Like, I don't know why, but I thought it was so awesome that I found that out. But basically, my friend stayed the rest of the weekend, and it was crazy because we would just fucking light it in my room all the time, the whole weekend. We used it that night, we fucking used it the next morning. We would wake up, and we'd fucking just smoke out of it. It was so fucking awesome. And, like, at the time, I had this little dresser, and, like, it was shoved up against the side of my wall. But, like, if you pushed on the side, it had, like, this little, like, I don't want to say it's, like, this little, like, secret compartment, but it would push in the wood, and it would pop out, and there was, like, a compartment in there. And I threw all of my, all the shit in there. I threw, like, a baggie of tobacco and the bong in there. And, like, I thought that was the perfect place. Like, my friend went home, and I had stopped using it after a while because, like, I just forgot that it was in there. Now, dumbass me didn't think a thing about it. I woke up one morning, it was like Monday morning or some shit. I go out to eat breakfast, my parents were both sitting there at the table, and they start yelling at me for some stupid shit, and they're like, hey, we're gonna clean your room today. I was like, okay, and then it fucking hit me. Oh shit, there's a bong in my room. And I'm like, shit, well, maybe they won't find it. Hopefully I hit it good enough. And the bus was coming down the road, so I had, like, no time to disassemble the shit and bring it to school with me. And, like, I got on the bus, And I was freaking out a little bit, but I'm like, you know what? I hid this thing well enough. I fucking will to hide this thing. No, I fucking hid this thing. I thought I hid it pretty decently, so I didn't think too much about it. So I go to school, everything's fine. I go to all my classes. I get home, and I decide to go in the back door. I don't know why, but I did. I opened the back door. Like, I can remember this like it was yesterday. Like, I can remember this in slow-mo. Like, I opened my door. I looked at my mom. She was standing at the little island in the middle of our kitchen. And, like, right when you walk in the back door, if you look directly to the left, there's our table. And then, like, a foot and a half away from that is our island. And then there's the other side of the kitchen. Well, when you're standing right outside the door and you open the door, you can't see, like, directly on the table. So I look directly at my mom, and I smile, and I'm like, hey, Mom, how was your day? And as soon as I step inside, as I'm finishing my sentence, I look over at the table. I see my bong. I see jars of tobacco. I see baggies of tobacco. I literally freeze. I didn't even close the door. I didn't even do anything. I looked at my mom. My mouth kind of dropped, like, oh, shit. And she's like, sit down, we need to have a chat. And I was like, shit, I'm done for. I'm grounded for like a year. Fuck me. Because I'm sure when they found that, they instantly thought I was smoking weed out of it. And it's pretty ironic how I made a bong and smoked tobacco out of it. It's actually pretty fucking lame, but like, it seemed cool when we were doing it. So I sat down at the table. I dropped my bag off, kind of slugged over to the table, kind of sit down. They sit down and they're like, why did you do this? And I'm like, the first thing that came out of my mouth was like, I did not smoke weed out of this. I smoked tobacco out of this. And they go on to question me like, oh, you're too young for this. You don't need to be doing this yet. Cigarettes and stuff are really bad for you. And it's actually pretty ironic because my mom fucking smokes, a hypocrite. But, and then my stepdad, thank God for my stepdad doing that. Because my stepdad told me when my mom found it when they were cleaning my room, she was a fucking hothead. Like, she was throwing shit away. Like, my shit from my room, she was just throwing shit away. And, like, thank God my stepdad was there to stop her. But, like, they went on to tell me, like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and everything. You know, like the typical parent, what they're gonna say to you. And, like, but I was waiting for my punishment. Like, I was waiting for them to be like, okay, give me your phone, give me your Xbox controller, give me your computer power cord. No, they didn't say that. My stepdad sat down and told me, he was like, look, it would be hypocritical for us to not let you smoke cigarettes or chew tobacco or do that. But we'd like to wait until you get older, when you're, say, 16 or 17. And at the time, I was 13 when this took place, and I was like, yeah, I understand that. And, like, because, like, I mean, that's really hypocritical of somebody to sit there and be like, oh, you can't do this, but let me go do it real quick. Like, that's super shitty, and I probably would have got even shittier with it, even though I was lucky not to even get in trouble. But basically, they just told me, like, we can't stop you from doing this, we're not going to help you, but, like, we'd like to see you get older before you start doing this kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, I understand. And then, like, at this time, like, it literally felt like I had a fucking weight just lifted off of me. Like, that feeling, oh, let me talk about this. Like, I don't know, just like a really good fucking feeling, like you're on top of the world, like nothing can stop you. Like, I felt so fucking happy when I found out I wasn't in trouble. Like, my mom was pissed at me. Like, by the time I got home, they were fucking cooled down completely. And, like, basically we went in my room and just cleaned out my room, because my room was a fucking mess, which when isn't it? But we basically just cleaned out my room, and it actually made me kind of sad because they threw away the bong which obviously they're gonna throw away everything, but like I had spent like hours and days perfecting this thing. Like I was a little bit salty, but like I'm not gonna be like, hey, why are you throwing that away? Because like I just got off the fucking hook for having a bong in my room. Like I'm sure 90% of you guys won't bitch if your parents throw away your bong and you don't get in any fucking trouble at all. But basically, we just carried on like it was a normal night. I went to my room, played Xbox, and fell asleep. Which, that's actually pretty crazy because I really didn't think that would happen. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the story, guys. And let me know if you guys have ever had this similar thing happen to you before. And stick around for more videos like this.